When digging for gold, what kind of feeling would it be to unearth a mammoth ivory? Of course, it would be ecstatic. There's an old saying in the gold prospecting world: where there's mammoth ivory, there's gold. Although last week's results were not great, Dave still firmly believes that there's a vast treasure below. But now, he wants to take the batch of black sludge they dug up before and wash it through a sieve. That perhaps there's value in this black sludge as well. On the other side, Todd has brought in a specialist in ivory, a man named Xiaobu. Xiaobu has been studying ivory in the area for 20 years. When he first sees the mammoth ivory on Todd's truck, he is amazed at the completeness of the mammoth ivory. Of course, that's not Todd's focus. He wants to verify whether the old saying is true. Todd tells Xiaobu that this was found in mud, and maybe this mud is from an ancient river that flowed through here. And Xiaobu tells Todd that mammoth ivory is often found with gold, because mammoths generally live in plains, and the gentle terrain of the plains slows down the flow of the rivers that pass through. The slowed flow often accompanies the deposition of gold. So, places where mammoth ivory is found often have a lot of gold. And on the other side, Kevin has discovered an issue. Due to the viscosity of the mud, it has attached itself to various parts of the feeder. The mud has directly blocked the feeder's inlet, making feeding difficult. To solve this problem, they either need to assign people to keep clearing it, or wait until the mud dries before sieving it. Dave has no choice but to stop the wash plant for now. This situation gives Dave a headache. It took them 24 hours to clear this batch of mud. Now, the wash plant is blocked by this mud. The gold mining team will have to spend more time. Todd advises Dave to give up the idea of washing the mud, but he doesn't intend to give up. If the mud can't go through the feeder, then he'll find a way to solve this problem. His plan is to attach non-sticky plastic bottles to the four walls of the feeder. This way, the feeder can successfully transport the mud without any issues. But this work requires stopping the plant for another day. Although Todd is reluctant, he decides to respect his partner's decision once again. Of course, if it doesn't work, Dave will have to abandon this terrible idea. Soon, Dave's idea is put into action. They spend a day clearing the sludge, and Dave and Juan arrange plastic sheets at the feeder's entrance. They secure the plastic sheets to prevent them from falling off. And soon, it's time to see if it works. Whether or not it's effective can be known soon, after everything is set up. Dave restarts the wash plant. Soon, the sludge continues to be sent to the feeder. Dave is observing the process. The mud no longer sticks after entering the feeder. It can be screened and unloaded normally. The team members are happy too. They can finally continue working. This black sludge is equivalent to 50,000 yards of soil. It's enough for them to wash for a long time, but they are still uncertain about the gold content. They will find out when they weigh it after the week's work is done. They finally shut down the wash plant. The monster. Dave's observation at the sluice gate is positive, but the yield of the black sludge will only be revealed at the final weighing moment. Dave and his team are waiting in the dining room for old Jack. The pressure on him is immense. After all, if the yield is not good, it means his decision wasted the team's week. Old Jack soon arrives at the dining room with a tray of gold. To perk everyone up, he intentionally slams the tray onto the table with a thud, a sound that surprises everyone at the table. Old Jack's action adds to the astonishment of the team, and Old Jack announces the result: a yield of 7.3 kilograms of gold this week. Warm applause and cheers fill the air. Dave, through his persistence, wins the applause of the team. He successfully leads the team to take a big step toward the 84-kilogram goal.